Wow, that was nice. Morning, Landon. What you doing?
Taking a good old... Almost didn't get put away all the way when I turned around. Things hung.
They're fucking dinosaur, dude.
Yo, Benny does that, flying thing, yeah?
Being a pilot? Yeah, he does that flying thing. Alright. Is that the picture you want? Alright, 1, 2, 3. That was a video.
No, my bio says 9-incher. That's probably why I don't get joke swipes.
Why? Because they're scared or because they know you're lying?
Because they're scared.
Oh.
I don't lie.
Sorry.
I'm like Thanos, bro. I'm man of many things, but not a liar.
Bro, you want
a bottle of kombucha?
No, I'm alright.
I dare you to drink that. It's probably more yeasted out now.
Yeasted? I'll give you $2 if you drink that.
Smell that.
Let me see.
Oh, that's what it smells like, though.
Oh! Oh, that is a ripe fart.
No, that's what it smells like.
I'll give you...
Go get it. Go get the rock.
Oh, she fully goes underwater.
Yes.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's a beast.
That was really cool. Fetch. Good job. Shake. Good enough.
Need the ball. Go. Ready? Oh my god. Haley.
Oh my gosh, poor dog.
I'm gonna save yourself the embarrassment.
Yeah, what are you doing?
We're sitting by Scott's shop trying to find something to do.
Girl really wants to do it.
Who are you with?
With Taj, Ocean, and Landen.
Yes. Alright, give me a second. I just ate some rice and poke.
Okay.
Oh! We don't Rambo!
Take honestly.
That was so sick!
I missed it.
Oh, I tried.
I just stepped in it.
Whoa.
Fuck?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see it.
I need to catch it in the air. I kind of have to.
That was crazy.
Looks like you're just like walking.
What is that? Oh. North, South America.
Oh, go do something. I don't know. You guys think we'll get in trouble?
I don't know. I've never been.
No, I don't know where we're going.
Okay. Yeah. Who cares?
It's so nice though. It's really nice though.
Flag up there now.
Huh?
Look at the Hawaiian flag.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hey.
Oh! I stay a little bit slow.
No.
Mala.
40-year swell is coming next week, and you guys are all gonna. 40-year swell. What is this? What is this shit? You gotta overlap this with like the next episode or something.
Yeah.
The next episode's gotta be like 40-year swell.
We'll see it. We'll see.
On a Polly shore break, like complete death.
We'll see if the 40-year swell
That's
comes.
my description of this.
Okay. So, it's story time. Wanna know the funny thing about this is I've recorded this 3 times. Okay, so I'm gonna recap the last couple days because I've had my camera and it's died and whatever. But like 3 days ago, my friends and I decided to go on this hike. And the hike is like probably you have to drive about 2 miles up the mountain, or actually all the way up. It's probably like 3 miles. You have to drive up this mountain, but you're going through all these gates that my friend usually has a key, but he didn't have a key, but they were open because the zip line also uses the gates, so they were open because they were like zip lining. So we drove up there and we did this hike, and it was like a 3-hour hike. We didn't wear shoes for some reason. How gnarly is the ground?
It's scary. Not minor.
It's so heavy. And it was on the edge of this like 500-foot cliff. Oh my gosh.
Be careful.
Bro, that root is coming out.
Oh my god, Ty, you fucking. We should have went through the tunnel.
But that is so far down. And before we even got to like the waterfall part of it, my camera died. But it was cool, it was long. We ended up at the top of the waterfall instead of the bottom, and so we still got in like the water or whatever, but it was cool. And then we had to go back through this tunnel thing. It was like in the mountain, and
What?
it's yeah. Oh wait, bro, don't leave us with the lights.
Yeah, don't wait.
Okay, or just leave us, that's cool.
You guys don't have lights?
No. There is literally no light. No. But so anyways, we did the hike and we were coming back down, and we got to the last gate and it was closed and it was locked. So we were sitting up there. My friend called his mom to try and get the key, and she didn't have it. And when we'd first finished the hike, I got a phone call, and my car was getting fixed, and I got a phone call that my car had been done, or like it was finished, like they finished it, but I had to get there before 5 because that's when they close. And by the time we got down to the last gate, it was probably like 4:20ish, 4:30. So we were trying to figure out how to get out the gate, and then finally I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna run down because I gotta get there before it closes. So I run down the hill, like in the mountain. It's like a dirt road for like 2 miles. When I was like almost to the bottom, this white truck passed me, and the guy driving looked really familiar. And I was like, guaranteed that guy's gonna go open the gate. And then like 5 minutes later, I get a call, and it was Landen, and he's like, oh yeah, so-and-so happened to just be coming up here, and he unlocked the gate for us. So they drive down, they pick me up after I'd already ran down, and then they drop me off and I get my car. So I got my car. So whatever, I go on with the rest of my day, and then at night I'm driving home, and I live probably like an hour and a half away from where I was, and I was probably like 10 minutes from my house, and my car just started bogging. I'm like, oh no. And then it like stopped though, and I drove more, and then I was literally like 2 minutes from my house, and it just died. Like I couldn't press the gas anymore. I wasn't moving, like I just had to pull over. And I thought maybe, I'm like, okay, it's been sitting for a while. I checked and there was oil in it, and there wasn't any coolant, so I'm like, okay, maybe it just overheated. So I waited, and then I started it up again, drove a little bit, it died. I pulled over, did the same thing. I called my mom and told her. And then the third time, it barely turned over, it barely started. And I was trying to gas it, and it's just going, whoa, whoa, like just jerking. And then it was just backfiring out of the exhaust, and then it just died again. And this time I didn't have enough momentum to pull over, so I was just stuck sideways in the middle of the road. And I'm like, well, this is good. And my mom happened to be coming down. They just told me back up to the house, and I called the mechanic, and he's like, oh, did he put gas in it after he picked it up? And I was like, no, because my gas needle, it said it was full, or like when I picked it up it said it was full, and it had gone down to a quarter tank. So I'm like, okay, like I didn't not think it was working because it worked before. So I'm like, oh, there's 3/4 of a tank left. But then he's like, yeah, we drained the gas first because we had to clean the gas tank, and then I put like 2 gallons in it, so there's no way he would have been able to drive home. So we just go and get a couple gallons of gas in a tank, and we fill it up, and it works. And then last night, so dumb. I had this yoke ball, I threw it, and my shoulder just went, and it just came out. I was so, it was pretty unboys, actually. It was pretty uncool. So I like felt it, I'm like, oh my gosh, did I really just do that? And I like held it down. I was trying to put it back in, but I didn't really know how, because I've never done it myself. I was like pulling on it or whatever, and it wasn't going back in. So I called my friend. Thank you for Landen. He picked me up. First thing, thank you, Landen.
Oh yeah, you know.
He's the homie. Ow.
Oh dude, I'm driving over the nuts and shit.
My shoulder just came out again. I can't, can you see that? I don't even know. We'll see. Yeah. So.
Fucking like and subscribe.
Yeah,
dog.
like and subscribe, you know? Gotta get that.
That's the go-to.
Clickbait or whatever, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh!
This is nuts.
Okay.
Dude, I choke sunscreen on still.
I know, I got a lot too. Alright, cool. I can't talk anymore because it hurts. See you, bye. Drove me an hour to the other side, to the ER. Whenever I got in, and the doctor's like, okay, do you want us to knock you out, or do you want to just try and put it back in? I'm like, you can just try and put it back in, like, whatever, might as well just try. Oh my gosh, that was the most pain I've ever been in my entire life. He tried probably 4 times, and like, it hurt so bad, and then it get to a point where it popped, and there was like a little bit of relief, and I'm like, okay, it's in. And he's like, no, it's not in. And he did that 4 times, and it hurt so bad. And then after, he's like, okay, we'll just knock you out. And then whatever, they hooked me up to the IV, and they knocked me out. And oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever been knocked out before for anything like that. And I like felt it coming, and I thought I was laughing out loud, but I guess it was just in my mind, because I felt it, like, oh, and I just passed out. And I had the weirdest, like, I woke up in the x-ray room, and I was telling the guy that was doing the x-rays, and he was laughing at me, but I was like, it was like I was in a dream that was part Avatar, part Hangover, but I was riding a white lobster tail like a dragon, and it was.
Wait, what happened?
I merely rocked.
No, what happened in your dream, dude?
Oh, I was on a white lobster dragon in the Hangover / Avatar. It was so cool.
You were just flying around watching everything?
Yeah. The weirdest thing ever. And I woke up so like I was coherent and I knew what was going on, but I was saying the dumbest things. Peace up. Damn. But and then yeah, whenever it wore off, landed and then drove home. My mom took me back to my house. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Now since it's come, like, my shoulders come out 3 times, I'm gonna get surgery for it, because like I literally, it came out like with a yoga ball. Like, a yoga ball weighs 2 pounds. So that's a bummer, but whatever, you know, it happens. I'll get the surgery and then I'll hopefully be good. That's all that happens. It came out for a reason, probably, I don't know. Or maybe I just had some bad karma, I don't know. But yeah, that's it's my story time. That's what's been going on. Yeah, it's probably the end of the video too. I don't know how much more I'd have stuff before. I don't know what I'd put after, so I think this is the end. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Right there, wherever it goes. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you.